There comes a time in every person's life when they must make a choice between seeking approval from the world or walking the path set before them with unwavering faith. The noise around you is deafening. Everywhere you turn, someone has an opinion about who you should be, what you should do, and how you should live. But let me tell you something. The voices of the world do not determine your destiny. Your purpose is not in the hands of the crowd. It is in the hands of the one who formed you, who called you, who set you apart before you even took your first breath. Too many people live their lives trying to satisfy the expectations of others. They chase after validation, hoping to be noticed, hoping to be accepted, hoping to be loved. But what they fail to see is that the moment you seek the world's approval, you surrender your own power. You were not created to live for the applause of men. You were created for a higher calling, a purpose greater than you can even comprehend. And that purpose requires you to do one thing: focus on yourself and stay silent. Silence is a gift that few understand. In the silence, strength is built. In the silence, wisdom is gained. In the silence, battles are fought and victories are won. But so many people fear silence because it forces them to confront the truth about themselves. It is in the quiet moments that insecurities rise to the surface, that doubts creep in, that fears whisper lies into the depths of your mind. But hear me now. Do not fear the silence, for it is in the silence that God speaks. It is in the silence that He refines you, that He prepares you, that He shapes you into the person you were meant to be. When you focus on yourself, you begin to understand that your journey is not about competing with others. It is not about proving your worth to those who never valued you in the first place. It is not about broadcasting your every move, hoping that someone will notice your progress. No, your journey is about becoming who you were created to be, regardless of who is watching, regardless of who is listening. The greatest work happens in the unseen. The deepest growth takes place when no one is looking. The most powerful transformations occur in the quiet seasons, when you are alone, when you are working, when you are building, when you are praying, when you are waiting. But the world will tempt you to speak, to prove yourself, to show your progress. They will tell you that success is measured by how much you display. They will push you to seek attention, to announce your plans, to share your dreams with those who have no intention of supporting you. But listen, what is sacred must be protected. Your dreams, your goals, your purpose, these are not meant for everyone to see. Not everyone will understand what you are building. Not everyone will support the vision you carry. And that is why you must stay silent. Do not be like those who broadcast their every move only to stumble and fall under the weight of expectations. Do not be like those who seek validation from the world only to be left empty and broken when the applause fades away. Walk in silence, move with purpose, build in the shadows, let your success speak for itself. For when the time is right, when the season of preparation is complete, when the foundation has been laid, then and only then will the world see the fruit of your labor. Too many people speak before they are ready. They announce their plans before they have taken the first step. They share their dreams with those who only seek to destroy them. And then they wonder why their plans fail, why doors close, why they feel lost and discouraged. It is because they have not learned the power of silence. There is wisdom in keeping your plans between you and God. There is power in moving in silence, in focusing on your own growth, in keeping your eyes on the path ahead instead of seeking approval from the crowd. There will be distractions. There will be voices trying to pull you away from your purpose. There will be people who criticize you, who doubt you, who mock you for walking a different path. But remember this: you do not answer to them. You do not live for them. You do not walk this journey for their approval. Your destiny is not in their hands. It is in the hands of the one who has called you. And if you focus on Him, if you trust in His plan, if you keep your heart set on the purpose He has given you, no force on this earth can stop you. Do not be discouraged by those who do not understand your journey. Do not waste your energy trying to explain yourself to those who have no vision for their own lives. Let them talk, let them doubt, let them misunderstand. While they are busy watching, you will be building. While they are busy doubting, you will be growing. While they are busy questioning, you will be rising. And when the time comes, when your work is complete, when the fruit of your labor is undeniable, then they will see. Then they will understand, and by then you will no longer need their validation, because you will know that everything you needed was within you all along. Focus on yourself, stay silent, keep building, keep working, keep growing, for the day will come when the silence will break, not with words, but with the undeniable proof of what you have become. And when that day comes, you will stand firm, unshaken, unbothered by the opinions of others, for you will have learned the greatest lesson of all. Your purpose was never for them. It was always between you and God, and that is enough. When the time is right, results will reveal everything. This is a truth that cannot be rushed, manipulated, or altered by human hands. The world teaches us to chase after recognition, to seek immediate validation, to prove our worth through words and displays. But true success, the kind that cannot be shaken, is not built on announcements or empty declaration. It is built in the unseen, in the moments when no one is watching, in the hours of sacrifice, discipline, and unwavering commitment to a purpose greater than oneself. The seeds of success are sown in silence, and when the season is right, the harvest will be undeniable. People often become anxious when they don't see immediate results. They question whether their efforts are worth it, whether the long nights, the silent battles, and the unseen struggles will ever amount to anything. But a seed does not sprout the moment it is planted. There is a time for growth beneath the surface, a time when roots must establish themselves before anything can be seen above ground. If you dig up a seed too soon, you kill its potential. If you expose it before it has taken root, you destroy what could have been. The same is true for success. Rushing to prove yourself before your foundation is strong will only lead to failure. But if you trust the process, if you remain faithful in the quiet work, if you resist the urge to seek approval before it is time, then the results will come, and they will speak louder than anything you could have ever said. There is wisdom in patience, in allowing the process to unfold naturally. Many fail because they give up too soon. They plant a seed and expect to see results the next day. When nothing happens, they grow discouraged. They look around at others, at those who seem to be progressing faster, and they wonder if they are doing something wrong. Comparison is the enemy of progress. It blinds you to your own growth, making you believe that because you do not see results yet, nothing is happening. But growth is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. The work you put in today may not show for months, even years, but that does not mean it is in vain. Every effort, every sacrifice, every moment of dedication is adding to something greater than what the eye can see. The world is full of those who started strong but could not sustain the weight of what they built too soon. They wanted results immediately, so they cut corners. They wanted success overnight, so they sought shortcuts. But anything that rises too fast without a solid foundation will eventually collapse. True success, the kind that lasts, is built with patience, with discipline, with an understanding that the most important work happens before anyone even knows what you are building. The problem with seeking validation too soon is that it puts you at the mercy of others. If your confidence is built on being seen, on being recognized, on receiving approval from the outside world, then what happens when that approval fades? What happens when the applause stops? If you need recognition to feel successful, you will always be a prisoner to the opinions of others. But when you build in silence, when your work is not for the approval of man, but for the fulfillment of your purpose, then no external force can take away what you have created. There is a power in moving quietly and allowing your actions to do the talking. The loudest in the room are often the weakest. They need to be heard because they are unsure of themselves. They need to be seen because they have not yet found confidence in their own journey. But those who are truly powerful do not need to announce their every move. They do not need to seek constant validation. They know that when the time is right, their results will reveal everything. Think about the greats, those who have left lasting legacies, those whose work speaks for itself. They were not focused on proving themselves at every turn. They were focused on their craft, on their purpose, on their vision. They did not waste time explaining their every step to those who did not understand. They knew that when the work was complete, when the foundation was set, when the season of growth had passed, the world would see for itself what had been built. Discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who never reach their potential. It is easy to be motivated in the beginning, to feel the excitement of starting something new. But motivation fades, and when it does, only discipline will keep you moving forward. Discipline means doing the work when no one is watching. It means staying committed even when you do not see immediate results. It means trusting that every small effort, every quiet step, every unseen sacrifice is building towards something greater. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when you wonder if you are on the right path. The absence of immediate results does not mean failure. It means you are in the process. The greatest works take time. The tallest buildings require the deepest foundations. The strongest trees take years to grow. Nothing truly great is built overnight. The process of becoming is not meant to be rushed. Those who rush to prove themselves will find that they are building on unstable ground. But those who wait, who build with patience, who trust in the timing of their journey, will see results that cannot be denied. There will always be people who try to rush you, who push you to prove yourself before you are ready. They will question why you are not moving faster, why you are not announcing your plans, why you are not seeking attention like everyone else. Ignore them. Their understanding is limited. They do not see the depth of what you are building. They do not understand the power of moving in silence. Stay focused. Keep working. Do not let the impatience of others make you question your own process. The greatest advantage you can have is being underestimated. When people do not see what you are building, they cannot interfere with it. When they think nothing is happening, they do not try to stop you. There is a power in being unnoticed, in growing without distraction, in moving without unnecessary attention. Use that time wisely. Strengthen your foundation. Sharpen your skills. Prepare yourself for the moment when your results will reveal everything. Most people want success, but few are willing to endure the silence that comes before it. They want the recognition without the work, the rewards without the discipline. But those who are truly great understand that the work comes first, that the process is sacred, that what is built in silence will one day be seen by all. The time will come when the work you have put in will no longer be hidden. The results will be evident. The transformation will be undeniable. Those who doubted you, who questioned your silence, who could not understand your patience will see for themselves. And when they do, you will not have to say a word. Critics and doubters will always exist. Let them talk. This is a reality that cannot be avoided, a truth that must be accepted by anyone who dares to pursue something greater than the ordinary. The moment you decide to rise above mediocrity, to break free from the expectations placed upon you, to walk a path that others do not understand, you will encounter resistance. It does not matter how pure your intentions are, how noble your dreams may be, or how much effort you put into your work. There will always be those who seek to discourage, to criticize, to cast doubt upon what you are building. People who have never attempted to do anything extraordinary will always have something to say about those who do. They will question your choices, mock your ambition, and attempt to convince you that what you are striving for is impossible. This is not because they have any real knowledge of what is possible or impossible, but because they are projecting their own fears onto you. Their doubts are not rooted in truth, but in their own limitation. When people have settled for less in their own lives, they struggle to comprehend those who refuse to do the same. Instead of looking inward and questioning their own choices, it is easier for them to tear others down, to ridicule those who dare to aim higher. If you allow the words of critics to take root in your mind, you will begin to question yourself. You will start to wonder if they are right, if perhaps you are being unrealistic, if maybe you are not capable of what you have set out to do. Doubt is a poison that spreads quickly, and if you entertain it for too long, it will paralyze you. You cannot afford to let the opinions of others dictate your path. Their words are just noise, distractions meant to pull you away from what truly matters. You must learn to let them talk while you continue moving forward. Many of the greatest achievements in history were met with doubt and opposition before they became undeniable. When the Wright brothers spoke of flight, people laughed. When Thomas Edison pursued the electric light, they called him a fool. When pioneers in any field dared to challenge the status quo, they were met with ridicule. But what would have happened if they had listened? If they had allowed the voices of critics to stop them? The world would have been robbed of their contributions, and they would have lived in regret, knowing they abandoned their purpose because of the opinions of those who lack vision. The truth is, those who doubt you now will be the same ones who praise you later when they see the results of your work. When they witness the success that once seemed impossible, they will rewrite history in their minds. They will forget the words they once spoke against you. Some will even try to align themselves with you, pretending they always believed in you. But none of that matters. What matters is that you did not let their words stop you, that you stayed the course even when no one else could see what you saw. Critics often speak the loudest when they sense that you are onto something great. Their resistance is not a sign that you are failing, but a sign that you are making an impact. The more you disrupt the comfort of those around you, the more they will try to pull you back down. But their words have no real power unless you give it to them. The only way they can win is if you let them distract you, if you allow their voices to be louder than your purpose. Silence is your greatest weapon against those who seek to tear you down. There's no need to argue with them, no need to defend yourself, no need to waste your energy trying to prove them wrong. Let them talk, let them say what they will. While they are busy speaking, you are busy building. While they are wasting time criticizing, you are making progress. Their words will not change reality. The only thing that will ever speak for you is your results. There is a reason why those who succeed do not engage in petty debates with their doubters. They understand that time is too precious to be spent on meaningless arguments. They know that while people are entitled to their opinions, those opinions have no bearing on the truth. A person can claim the sky is not blue, but their words do not change reality. In the same way, people can doubt your ability, mock your ambition, and predict your failure, but their words do not determine your destiny. Only your actions do. Doubters often disguise their negativity as concern. They will tell you that they are only trying to protect you from failure, that they do not want to see you waste your time on something unrealistic. But if you look closely, you will see that their concern is not about you, it is about them. They fear the idea that you might actually succeed, because if you do, it forces them to confront their own choices. It reminds them of the dreams they abandoned, the risks they were too afraid to take, the potential they left untapped. It is easier for them to discourage you than to deal with their own regret. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your dreams. You do not have to convince people to believe in you. It is not your responsibility to make them understand your vision. Many will never see what you see, and that is perfectly fine. Your journey is not dependent on their approval. The only thing that matters is that you remain steadfast, that you continue forward even when the voices around you try to pull you back. Some of the harshest criticism will come from those closest to you. Family members, friends, people who should be your greatest supporters may instead become your biggest doubters. This can be the most painful opposition to face because it comes from those whose opinions you once valued. But even here, you must remain unmoved. Their inability to believe in you is not a reflection of your ability. It is a reflection of their own fears. You cannot allow their doubts to take root in your mind. Love them, but do not let their words define you. Many people spend their lives running from criticism, trying to please everyone, seeking to silence their doubters through explanations and justifications, but this is a losing battle. No matter what you do, there will always be those who find fault, who disapprove, who believe you are not capable. Your energy is better spent on proving them wrong through action rather than words. The most powerful response to doubt is undeniable success. In every season of your journey, critics will be there. When you start, they will say you are foolish. When you struggle, they will say they were right about you. When you succeed, they will say you were lucky. There is no winning in their eyes, so do not seek their approval. Their words do not define you. Their opinions do not shape your destiny. Let them talk. Keep building, keep growing, keep moving forward. There will always be distractions on your path. Some will come disguised as opportunities, others as responsibilities, and many will appear in the form of people who claim to have your best interests at heart. But the truth remains, your journey is not for them to understand, nor is it for them to dictate. It is between you and God alone. The world is filled with noise. Everywhere you turn, there are voices pulling at you, demanding your attention, urging you to shift your focus. Society tells you what success should look like, what you should strive for, how you should live. Friends and family, though often well-meaning, will offer their opinions, sometimes urging you down a path that does not align with what is in your heart. The media bombards you with images of what it claims life should be, filling your mind with comparisons and false standards. But none of this noise has anything to do with your purpose. If you listen too closely to the world, you will lose sight of the path that God has placed before you. The distractions do not always come in obvious form. Sometimes they come in the form of self-doubt, in the whispers of your own mind telling you that you are not capable. Sometimes they come as comfort, as the temptation to stay where you are because moving forward requires sacrifice. Sometimes they come as fear, as the uncertainty that creeps in when the road ahead is unclear. But distractions, no matter how they appear, all serve the same purpose: to pull you away from the journey that God has called you to walk. It is easy to get caught up in seeking validation from others, wanting them to see the vision that God has placed within you. But not everyone is meant to understand your journey. Some people will never comprehend the calling on your life because it was not given to them, it was given to you. If you spend your time trying to convince others of your purpose, you will only delay what God has already prepared for you. Their approval is not necessary. Their understanding is not required. The only thing that matters is that you remain obedient to the voice that speaks within you, the voice that guides you toward your destiny. There will be moments when you feel alone, when it seems as if no one understands, when the weight of the journey feels too heavy to bear. But in those moments, remember that you are never truly alone. God walks with you through every step, even when you cannot see the full picture. He does not call you to a path without also equipping you to walk it. He does not place a vision within your heart without also providing the means to bring it to pass. Your faith must be greater than your fear, your trust in Him stronger than the distractions that surround you. The road will not always be easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, moments of uncertainty, but distractions only have power over you if you allow them to. When you fix your eyes on what truly matters, when you keep your focus on the path that has been laid before you, nothing can pull you away from your destiny. The world will try to sway you, people will try to deter you, but when your foundation is built on faith, nothing can shake you. Many people fail to reach their potential not because they lack ability, but because they allow distractions to dictate their steps. They listen to the opinions of others more than they listen to the voice within. They let temporary struggles convince them to abandon lifelong dreams. They chase after things that were never meant for them, losing sight of what was meant to be theirs. But when you understand that your journey is between you and God, you no longer feel the need to chase after what is not yours. You no longer feel the pressure to explain yourself to those who will never understand. You move with confidence, knowing that the only approval you need is His. The greatest enemy of purpose is divided attention. You cannot walk in your calling if you are constantly looking to the left and right, measuring yourself against others, wondering if you are doing enough, questioning whether you should be somewhere else. Every time you allow yourself to be distracted by comparison, by doubt, by the noise of the world, you delay the blessings that have already been set aside for you. God does not operate in confusion. His plans for you are clear, but you must be still enough to hear them. People will always have opinions about your life. Some will try to tell you that you are moving too fast, that you should slow down, that you should take a safer route. Others will tell you that you're moving too slow, that you're wasting time, that you should be doing more. But none of these voices matter. Only God knows the timing of your journey, the steps that are required, the seasons you must walk through to become who you are meant to be. When you focus on Him, you stop worrying about what others think. You stop seeking validation from those who cannot see what He has shown you. You move forward with peace, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. The distractions will not stop coming, but your ability to ignore them will grow stronger. The more you focus on what truly matters, the less power they have over you. The more you trust in God's plan, the less you are shaken by the opinions of others. You begin to see clearly, to understand that the noise of the world is just that, noise. It holds no real weight, no real authority over your life. The only voice that matters is the one that has been guiding you all along. There is a reason why some of the most successful people in history have spoken about the importance of focus, of discipline, of ignoring the distractions that threaten to pull them off course. They understood that true greatness is not achieved through listening to the crowd, but through unwavering dedication to a vision that others may not yet see. The same principle applies to your life. If you want to reach the heights that have been set for you, you must learn to tune out the noise, to remain steadfast in your purpose, to walk with the confidence that comes from knowing your path is ordained by something far greater than the opinions of the world. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. You do not need to defend your dreams to those who cannot understand them. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. Not everyone is meant to see what you see. Some people will only bring doubt, only serve as a distraction, only slow you down. That is why it is so important to be selective about who you allow into your space, about what you allow into your mind. Your journey is sacred and it must be protected. In the quiet moments, when the world is still, when there is no one to impress, no opinions to filter through, that is when you will hear the clearest. That is when the voice of God speaks, reminding you of what you already know, guiding you toward what is already yours. It is in those moments that you gain the strength to keep moving forward, the clarity to see beyond the distractions, the faith to trust in what is unseen. Everything that is meant for you is already in motion. Every blessing, every opportunity, every breakthrough has already been set aside. Your only task is to stay focused, to remain obedient, to trust that the journey is unfolding exactly as it should. The distractions will come, but they do not have to define you. The opinions will be loud, but they do not have to sway you. The noise will surround you, but it does not have to enter your spirit. When you understand that your journey is between you and God, you walk with a different kind of confidence. You move with purpose. You rise above the chaos. Growth is a process that unfolds in the quiet, away from the eyes of the world. It is not something that happens in grand gestures or in the presence of an audience, but in the small, unseen moments of discipline, perseverance, and faith. The world often celebrates the final outcome, the visible success, the achievements that can be displayed, but it does not see the struggle, the sacrifice, or the countless moments of silent effort that made that success possible. True transformation is not about appearances. It is about what happens deep within, in the places where no one else is looking. Think of a tree growing in a forest. Long before it stands tall, before its branches stretch toward the sky, it is taking root in the soil. That process is invisible to the outside world. There is no applause, no recognition for the work being done beneath the surface. But without those deep roots, the tree could never stand strong when the storms come. The same is true for personal growth. The moments that truly define you, that shape your character and strengthen your spirit, are the ones that happen when no one is watching. It is easy to focus on what is seen, to chase after results that others will admire. Many people seek validation from the outside world, believing that if their progress is not noticed, then it must not be real. But the truth is, The most important growth happens in the moments of solitude, in the decisions you make when there is no one around to praise you. It happens in the quiet sacrifices, in the early mornings and late nights when you choose discipline over comfort, when you push forward despite not seeing immediate results. Success that is built only on what is visible is often shallow and fleeting. It does not have the depth to withstand difficulty. But growth that happens in unseen moments, in the private battles of the mind and heart, creates something lasting. The world may not see the effort, but that does not mean the effort is wasted. Every step taken in silence, every moment of perseverance when no one is watching, is laying the foundation for something greater. Many people want the reward without the process, the recognition without the unseen effort. They seek shortcuts, hoping to arrive at success without enduring the journey. But true growth cannot be rushed. It is in the unseen moments of struggle and refinement that strength is built. Without those moments, success is an illusion, temporary and fragile. A house built on a weak foundation may look impressive, but when pressure comes, it will not stand. When you focus on unseen growth, you are not living for the approval of others. You are building something real, something that does not depend on external validation. This kind of growth is not about performance, it is about transformation. It is not about appearing strong, it is about actually becoming strong. It is not about impressing others, it is about preparing yourself for the path ahead. The world may not notice the work you do in silence, but that does not mean it is insignificant. The unseen moments of discipline